Right then, next up we have a very special award. It is Podcast Champion, supported by Spotify. Now I get the honour of presenting this award. I'm a bit biased, not because they're both black, lol. This wonderful person actually produces my podcast, and she is a proper visionary and a badass. Now, over the past few months, we have seen a massive upheaval in all of our lives, forcing many of us to change the way that we think, to change the way that we live, and to change the way that we work. And look, it hasn't just been the virus. We've had the protests too. The Black Lives Matter movement has definitely changed conversation around the world, and most importantly, I'd say at this point in time and within the context of this evening, within our industry, to be a real force for change. A simple pledge, 5 points that anybody could sign up to, was spearheaded by this woman who is about to receive this award. Working with her team at Broccoli Content over a weekend, they decided that this list brought in other like-minded companies, and the Audio Equality Pledge was born. So dozens of companies have signed it, from the BBC and Spotify, Radiotopia and something else, and lots of freelancers too. It's caused, rightfully so, a lot of soul searching, and it has raised some uncomfortable but necessary questions, and it's forced businesses to take real action. And you know what? It's about time too. So the winner of Podcast Champion 2020 for the Audio Equality Pledge is the fantastic Renay Richardson. We told her earlier on this week, and here's what she had to say.
I've got your attention. My name is Renay Richardson. You don't need to see my face, but I do need you to hear the words. 3 of you adding your own interpretations to what I'm saying because of what I look like. We need to do better. All of us. Podcast lovers, including those who listen, make, host, and everything in between. We are all individually responsible for our actions and collectively responsible for the inaction. The inaction when we only amplified and rewarded voices from one race. Inaction when we crewed our shows with producers and assistants from only one race. Inaction when we could see minorities being pushed out of our industry and chose to look the other way. We need to do better. The Equality in Audio Pact is 5 simple actions. Pay interns. Hire minorities on projects not only related to their identities. If you release gender pay reports, release the race or ethnicity pay reports. No longer take part in unrepresentative panels. Be transparent about who works for you. 5 simple actions that can be taken by any company of any size to help make our industry more equal for all of us. And still, some of you want to make it about yourselves. Still, some of you have your whataboutisms. Still, some of you can't even sign. We need to do better. The time for excuses are over. Your one diverse hire is not enough. Every action and inaction counts. This isn't about me. I'm not a podcast champion. This is about all of us and the work we can all do or have done to make this industry better for all of us. No more excuses. Now is the time for change. Let's be better. Let's do better. We are better.
Thank you, Renay. And despite what you say, you are a podcast champion, and congratulations on winning that award as supported by Spotify. And you are right, we are better, and we should all do better.
Absolutely.